ridiculous. I think it's pretty awesome though. But anyway, so he's going to be moving in with these infestors that look awesome for some reason. I've never seen an infestor up close like this. Ooh, and they're going underground. This is such an annoying strategy to play against. But he's got the missile turret, so it's not going to work. I would have liked to seen this work. Oh, the Banshees coming in. Oh, and he burrows all of the drones. See, this is something that you don't see that often, and it's so effective. In order to... Oh, wow, that sucks. That's such a well-placed turret. It's barely see the edge of this. These Banshees are looking hungry. The thing is you can actually see. I don't know. He's not looking at it right now. But if he ever gets back into range of some of these units, I will take it off the Zerg's vision so that you can see what it is. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Oh, unfortunately, it's not going to work because infested Terrans are so slow, and he just wasted all of that energy. He's not really going to get anything because of that one tank. But I would actually like to see him move these over here, because if he moves them over here, he's going to have to force those tanks out. I mean, he's all right, actually. This is pretty effective just because it's delaying any kind of mining that would take place here, but not going to be that much of a nuisance once those infested Terrans die. He's going to repair this up, get these workers right back to work, and all that energy was wasted. Of course, it'll rebuild over time, but this is kind of interesting. They really don't have any units. I don't know exactly. We're 12 minutes into this game, and the only real units that I see are Banshees, 2 tanks, and 4 Marines. And now he's getting some ghosts now. Interesting. EMP is actually really good against infestors. A lot of Zergs don't expect EMP to be used against them with infestors. Of course, when you do this, you don't really need to worry about losing your energy. And the thing is you use EMP mostly against... Oh, nice... I'd like to see some cloak go down here. Just don't want to lose these Banshees for no reason. Just gonna have to repair those. The thing about EMP on infested Terrans is, and infestors, excuse me, is that they're not like Templar. They don't have any use when they're out of energy. I mean, you can burrow them and wait for their energy to come back. But with Templar, if you get EMP'd, you just make a bunch of Archons, and they're still relatively good. I happen to think Archons are awesome, unlike most pros who think that they're completely worthless. They're great meat shields, and especially if you can utilize the Storm and then morph them into an Archon. They're not a unit you want to get immediately unless you're going some kind of wacko build where you don't need any gas. But I definitely think that using EMP against infestors can be really effective, especially when you're going a Marine tank build, because when the Marines pop and you have just units like roaches, it can be very very effective to have some ghosts to make sure that those Marines don't pop. So interesting how he waited a little bit to attack this, knowing that his opponent was going to see it. Oh, we're going to see some fungal growth go down. Yes. Oh, that is so dirty. It's not going to kill these, but it's going to go to work on all of these medevacs. Now, does he have the cloak down? He does have the cloak. So he's first going to throw an EMP down, take out all this energy. There's that EMP. See, now all these infestors are worthless. And now he's going to move in with these and just start attacking. He doesn't really need to worry about sniping or anything. He just wants to conserve the energy on those ghosts. You really don't want to have too many ghosts, although they are pretty damn effective against Zerg since everything can be sniped. I actually won a game earlier. Actually, no, I lost it, but I was using snipe on Broodlord. It's one of the most effective things if you go like a Marine Marauder ghost build, because Broodlords are so hard to take down. Just any quick damage on them can be so effective. So right now the Terran player has a great little contain. It's not so much of a contain. If you had Zerglings, he could completely sweep around this. It's actually a really big vulnerability right now. But he's a good Terran. He's got this watchtower controlled and this one controlled, so he will know if anything's going to happen. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh, they're not going to see it. All right, so let's go to his view right now. And you can see, here they are right there. If you can see the little gray thing right there, and obviously you can see them now because they're casting. But he's not even going to see this until it's too late. All these SCVs are going down. But at the same time, he's making a move out here. He's just going to have to back up. There's no way he can get back in time to deal with this. What he needs to do is just get a couple yeah, he's going to leave these Marines here. As soon as those go down, he's going to scan and try and take those out. But yeah, what you really need to be... You can't really look for it that well. Oh man, these ghosts are just taking out all of these infestors. When you go infestor roach like this... Oh, that was a good fungal growth there. You can just see, though, the power of roaches whenever they have fungal growth targets. Very strong. Especially because with the fungal growth going down, most of those roaches are just one-shotting the remaining health of the Marines. He has a Raven now. It's going to be really useful. Be really useful in his base, but unfortunately his base has already been mostly destroyed by these infested Terrans. See, I like what the Terran's doing. He's not giving up this position to go back and save his base. He's just evacuating his SCVs, taking another expansion, and saying, you know what, I was almost done there anyway. You didn't do that much damage to me. And now he's got the scan going down. He's going to take out all those units right there. And so, here comes like a last-ditch effort trying to break this contain, but when you have the 3 tanks up front and the 3 tanks in the back, it's really, really effective. The thing about roaches is they're not that great against tanks unless they can get that burrow off, because they're actually pretty big units. So the splash damage doesn't really hurt the Terran units. It's not like Zerglings that run in and they get instant killed, but the overkill from the tank ends up hurting the Marines and the Marauders about as much as it's hurting the Zerglings. But with roaches, they stay at this nice little range, and you have to micro them in individually into the army in order to actually make the splash damage hurt. And so right now, Terran player is in a commanding lead. He's probably got this game won. The only thing that the Zerg player can do is exactly what he's doing. Just make infestors, and as soon as they're out, throw down fungal growth, and then back up. And I would even like to see him bury the ones that are, or burrow the ones that are low on energy and health, just because they're completely useless without it. See this one right here? Needs to throw. Oh, he doesn't have it. And there's the GG. So, great play by the Terran, knowing when to push out, also knowing when not to back up, because he didn't need to. There are only 3 infestors here. A lot of weaker players would see that and they'd think, oh, I'm going to lose now because, you know, I've lost this base here. But they have to realize is that that base, losing it, isn't going to kick in army-wise, and it's not going to kick in importance for a couple of minutes. So when you get hurt like this, your best time to attack is that moment, because you know that your army, for every minute that you spend without this base, your army is going to be comparatively weaker to the minute that he spends with his full bases that haven't been harassed as much. And so the Terran, knowing that, made a very strong push forward, tried to take this place right here, and did a great job of destroying the expansion and then subsequently just containing his opponent. So it was really good games. STC winning 2-1. Might be casting some pro games in the future. I'm not really sure. A lot more to actually follow, and I can't make fun of people that I know, and so that's not as much fun. But anyway, I hope this was informative and helpful. If you have any games you want me to cast, send them to me. If you have pro games that you found you want me to cast, send them to me as well. My email is john.ramaley, R-A-M-A-L-E-Y, @gmail. So alright, this is Constantine signing off. Have a good one.